When a Hebrew boy wanted to marry a girl, they would negotiate the bride price and then sit the girl down in a room in front of the entire family. The boy would offer her a cup of wine, saying, "This is my covenant to you, take and drink." If the girl drank of it, it'd be like saying, "I do." And the girl would go off to her home, and the boy would go off to his father's house, where he'd start adding on a room to his father's house. Now, they're not allowed to see each other during this time, but he can send his best man to communicate on his behalf. At some point, the boy's father would look at him and say, "Okay, son, you're done building. You can gather up your groomsmen and go get your bride." And then they'll join in the wedding feast. Jesus takes his disciples, sits them down in a room with a cup of wine and says, "This is my covenant to you. Take and drink. I'm going to go prepare a place for you in my Father's house. There are many rooms. If there were not so, I would not have told you. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm going to send my best man, my Holy Spirit, to communicate on my behalf." At some point, God the Father will look at the Son and say, "Okay, son, go get your bride." He's going to gather up his groomsmen, gather up the angels, blow the ram's horn, the shofar. He's going to come and get us his bride. When we take communion, it's not just do this in remembrance of me and then forgetting about it. It's saying you were bought with a price. You are the bride of Christ.